take it up to the municipality and then they can make decisions about it. So that's a public meeting. Now, so let's go to private meetings. If you, at the bottom of 143, you will see private meetings are all the meetings of, I say, where there is the chairman, a vice chairman, that's where there's a committee like that. And it's, for example, a sports club, cultural societies, school governing bodies, the church, the soccer club, the college, they all have private meetings. Well, it's not public, that's why it's private. The most common private meetings, you get there at the bottom, is general meetings, committee meetings, and management meetings. So if you turn the page, there it will be 2.2.1, general meetings, 2.2.2, committee meetings, 2.2, right. Let me just use an example, and then it's easier to go through it all the types of meetings and things. Like I say, my son lives in a community, like a housing complex. There's a wall around the thing, there is a security gate, there's one sewage system for the whole place, there's one, the water and the electricity and services comes in, it is for the whole community. There's more than 1,000 people who live there. Now they have their, let's leave, general meetings, you will see there, annual general meeting, the first one under 2.2.1, the last one there. Annual general meeting is once a year, they have a general meeting, so everyone can come. If you live in that complex, you are all welcome to come. They all get notices by email. They talk about things that happened in the past year and things that will happen in the new year. Maybe they will have to pay more levies because they see this and that. They talk about things, and so it's once a year. And then they also look at the financial statements, how our finances were handled, and they look at and they choose, guys, they do choose a new committee for the next year and everything. That happens at an annual general meeting. Look at the other two. The first one there, frequent meetings. That committee, they must meet like every month as things come up in this housing community. Maybe something wrong with our sewage, and then it's something about the telephone lines or whatever, security for the gate and how much we must pay them, whatever. That is month-to-month business that they have to handle. Then suddenly a special thing comes up and they want to organize a special meeting. So now he is a computer programmer, he works day and night, he works at home. Yeah, he's a very helpful person. When the phone goes off in the night, there's one of his colleagues in Mexico that needs to be helped, and I think, and he gets up and he helps because he is just so helpful. And he knows that that guy is busy with that project and he cannot go on because now he's stuck. So he gets up, help that guy. And now with all the load shedding, we have 4 hours and then we have 3 hours power and 4 hours he cannot work, and during the night. So the first thing now he needs is solar power. He needs to put up solar panels. And there's something in the statutes or the regulations of living in this community. He saw that when he bought his little house there. No solar panels on the roofs. What's the problem? Now they think maybe the roof is made of a type of a tile and it will overheat under the solar panel and it will crack. So it will damage the roofs. Okay, now they say, we must make a plan. Call a special meeting. Because now we must handle this thing. We need solar panels. He's not the only one who wants solar panels to be able to work from home or just to live. So you get at the bottom of the page, one of the committee meetings, an ad hoc special committee. So when this normal committee comes together and they say, can't we just form a little small committee just for the solar panel business? Get 4 or 5 people, you go and find out what is the roofs made of, What is the way they can put it on? Maybe that there's ventilation underneath. Or let's make another plan. Call the architect and make sure we can perhaps add little roofs for the cars, so the cars are also somewhere now in the shade and they can put the solar panels on there. Or make a plan. What will we do? Also ask the municipality what are their regulations about solar panels on roofs in their town. So there's a special meeting because it's kind of a crisis thing now. It must be. So an ad hoc committee is formed, and after the whole thing is over and everybody has now the solar panels or they have new regulations and they can put up whatever and that's in place, the ad hoc committee stops. It dissolves. They don't need it anymore. So it was only for the special business. Okay. Then I want to go to 2.2.2, the Executive Standing Committee, just above the ad hoc one. I know in the beginning when I said I hate meetings if it's not productive. I also said the one type of meeting that I really like is a stand-up meeting. It sounds very interesting for me. Where you don't waste time, you don't even sit down, you stand. You see the manager at 9 o'clock in the boardroom, but no one sits down. We finish our business and we go. That sounds like a lacquer type of meeting for me. But now don't get confused. When I say here, the Executive Standing Committee is a committee that is chosen like that, chairman, vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and additional members. Chosen once a year, elected, and it is a standing committee for a year. So don't get confused. We say a stand-up meeting, but this is a standing committee. Okay. Then we go to management or command meetings. Management, command meetings are held regularly. They are quite informal. So the management, the top management, if it's a big place like the college, they have a top management. And sometimes a thing comes like this. We want to move the internal exam a few days on. We cannot decide about it. It must go up until those top guys. Now we have the students, we have the lecturers. Above us we have the heads of departments, and above them I don't know even what we have. But the central office there at the bottom, I think they are for the 5 campuses of Malmesbury, of West Coast College. And they must take decisions that are for all of that. Now suddenly these people come with, they want to move this, so they meet. They meet quickly and they talk, and so it can be almost an informal meeting. They don't have notices. No, we don't have it up anymore. You know, the notice of the agenda of the minutes of the last meeting and the agenda of the next one, that's quite formal. So this is now somewhere quickly, they say, let's meet. We must talk about this thing, about moving the internal exam. And see all the reasons why it will be difficult, all the problems it might cause, and the reasons why they want it, and talk about it, and then say, okay, right, it can happen, or no, sorry guys, there's no way it can happen. So they must look at everything. So they are the management, the command, like the brain of the whole. They must take the decision. In the end, if there's a lot of problems, they take the responsibility. So they must make the decision. Okay, I think, yeah, we've done. The next, on the next page will be all the laws. Number 4, page 149. And after that, we will do what the chairperson, the secretary. Can we do the laws quickly in 7 minutes? Then it's done. It's already written on the board. I said, South Africa has a constitution. That's the biggest law in the country. It says everyone has the right to clean water. Then to different things. Then they make different laws. The laws are made in Parliament according to what people say what their needs are. And they also see what judges decide in courts. And that also helps them to form the laws. And one of those laws are the Companies Act. And another one is the Act for Educational Institutions and so on. And on these laws, they say how our meetings must be. They prescribe the meeting procedures. Then you get another law in the country, and that's called common law. I find common law very interesting because It doesn't need to be, you must listen quickly, it's only 3 minutes. Shh, don't talk, or else you will miss it. Common law is something that everybody knows. You don't even need it to be written down. Everybody knows it's wrong to commit a murder. Everybody knows it's wrong to steal. And I saw in the book, they say, the fact that there should be a quorum at meetings is common law. So I found it very interesting. So I went on the internet and I said, what is common law? War, murder, stealing, rape, lots of things. And also having a quorum. It's a basic beginsel, it's a basic idea of being fair. So I can now see how it is part of common law. But it's not even necessary to write it down, but in the end it is written down in these acts, the laws like the Companies Act, the law for educational institutions, or the law for religious organizations. They have laws for those things. And if someone is not happy with what is in a law, perhaps, they can go to the Constitutional Court and test it, see if the Constitution is adhered to. The Constitution is the most important law in the country. Okay, and also the set of rules for your sports club or not is also called the Constitution, okay? That's common law, and the thing about like a quorum is also part of common law. What did we miss on this page? Common law, lesson 4.2. Common law was in South Africa. It is Roman Dutch law. It's the old laws that we had from Europe, that we had for all the years. Then also African traditional laws and the laws of Islam. They all influence the laws that we have, and they are constantly changing the laws and making sure it is best for everyone. Right. Now we are here. HR 4.3. No, thank you.